マサです。トークセッション I'm in Mannheim now, here my friend's house to make a video. Today's guest, I had a collaboration with Kyokoちゃん before, and today's guest is her husband. So I'm speaking in English, so he's not Japanese, okay? I'm gonna talk about Japan and Germany, so what difference, culture and something. So today the guest is in German. So I'm gonna call today's guest. So please.
Hi.
So,
Thanks for inviting me.
No problem. Thank you for having a talk session with me today.
I was looking forward to it.
Oh,
We
good.
already wanted to do it before, but there are some things came up, so we had to postpone it a little bit. So
Yeah.
today, finally.
That's no problem. Finally
Okay.
today, so we have a talk session now. So anyway, I'm a little bit nervous, no?
Me?
Yeah.
Not really.
Oh, okay.
I've helped with some of her videos before, so
okay.
I wouldn't say I love it being in front of a camera, but I got a little bit used to it. So it should be fine.
Yeah, should be fine.
okay.
Okay, so that's why we need to drink beer, right?
Okay. Prost.
Prost. Cheers. That's good. So today's beer is what is that?
Premium Karlskrone.
Karlsbrand. This is a German beer. No?
Maybe? No, I think that's not from Germany.
No? Austrian.
BE, Belgium?
Belgian beer.
Brewery Martens NV.
So it's not German beer, Belgian beer.
Belgium, Norway, something like that.
No.
NV. Not
So
Norway, Netherlands maybe?
but here it's in German, right?
Yeah, I mean it's being sold in Germany, so you have to write in German, but also things that get produced in China still have.
Okay.
Who knows?
Okay, doesn't matter. Beer is beer, right?
Yes, it tastes good, so it's fine.
Okay, good. So Tom, let's get started.
Okay.
So could you please introduce by yourself, just briefly?
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
So my name is Tom Duber. I'm 25 years old now. I'm currently a student at the University of Mannheim. And I've been to Japan before, I think 5 times now.
5 times.
I've done 4 or 5 times.
Okay.
2 times I went to like intensive language course in Shibuya
Okay.
with EF, if you know that. It's a international language school type of organization. Then 1 time just for fun. And then again.
So fun means private.
Yeah, just for
Okay.
And then once during my bachelor's degrees, I had 1 year abroad at the Kyoto San University in Kyoto.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
I'm currently already planning my next trip to Japan. This time again, only a semester abroad, so at a university, but in Tokyo.
In Tokyo. Okay. Nice. And what about the fees?
Was 4.
Yeah.
I miscounted. I think I already drank too much.
I'm Christian, right?
No, it was 4 times.
Okay, 4 times.
My water was really long, so.
Okay. So what do you do in Germany now?
In Germany, currently I'm a student. I'm in my 2nd semester of my master's degree at the University of Mannheim.
Okay.
I'm studying the MMM, so Mannheim Master Management, which is
Very smart. Very smart.
How would you describe it? I mean, it's business administration, but it's a really broad major because you have 5 core courses which everybody has to do. Business economics and a little bit of game theory, like the very basics of statistics. And afterwards you can pick from like different topics like finance or taxes or marketing, and then you can pick courses from those chairs and really combine it and fitted to whatever you want to study. So there are people who really focus on only one topic. I have friends who only take finance courses. Nothing else.
Only finance, okay.
Or you can go really broad, take like 2 out of finance, 1 out of marketing, another one from operational management. And just study what you want. So it's very flexible.
Okay.
I would say, but you have to watch out what you pick because some courses require different courses beforehand. And if you want to write a thesis with a special professor, you have to take the courses he sets as requirements for being able to write your thesis with him. So you are quite open with what you choose, but you should look ahead a little bit at least.
Okay.
So you're not completely lost again, like, okay, I'm my 4th semester already, but I don't have any requirements for any of the professors, so I have to do at least 1 other half a year to get only the requirements, and then I can write my thesis. So it's nice, you can really pick what you want, but you shouldn't do it blindly. It's like this.
Okay.
So I did the 1st semester.
How do you like it? So sounds like quite hard to study.
It's much more difficult than my
Yeah, I
that's true.
think so, yeah.
That's true, but Mannheim is kind of famous for having difficult exams, so
okay.
I like it. Mainly because I can really fit it to what I want to do. And I'm not too forced to do any classes or topics I don't want to study.
So which part of Germany are you from?
Which part of Germany? I'm from Heilbronn.
Heilbronn.
So Baden-Württemberg.
So you were born there?
Yes, I was born there, I was raised there, I went to kindergarten, Shogakko.
Primary school.
Elementary school.
Yeah.
And well, in Germany it's not middle school and high school, but let's say high school.
Okay.
I also went there.
Yeah.
You know, Gymnasium.
I know German.
Yeah, it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
After I was finished with high school, I went to Stuttgart for 1 year.
Stuttgart?
Yeah.
Ooh,
To the University of Stuttgart.
Ooh.
Where I
Okay.
studied electrical engineering.
I didn't
Which
know
it was quite interesting, but it didn't fit me.
that. Why?
I don't know. It was interesting to learn, like for example, where electricity comes from, how it's transported and so on. But I just couldn't imagine myself doing this full time for many years to come.
Okay.
So I looked for something else. And because I already had an interest in Japan back there, and I had a lot of economic classes during high school, and our economics teacher was really, really great.
Okay.
So shout out to Frau best teacher. I looked for, okay, give me economics of Japan and Germany and go. And a huge list of mainly Japanese studies, which I didn't want to do because it's also interesting, but I didn't really see what I would then do later on with what I've studied there. And then I found my bachelor, so International Business Management East Asia. There was a similar major in Düsseldorf.
Oh, Düsseldorf?
But it's a little bit too far away. I want to still be able to meet my family, so I decided.
Okay, I see.
From here to Heilbronn is like 50 minutes.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. Just 15 minutes.
50.
50. 50. Okay, so okay.
But then to Düsseldorf it's about 4 hours, 5.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think 50 minutes is okay.
Yeah, I think it should be better.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why you decide to stay here.
Yeah.
I see. And then, so actually, Tom, I'd like to say congratulations to get married with Kyoko chan. So
It was a Monday. So
yeah,
4 days ago.
4 days ago, yeah, that's good time to make a film here. So I was just surprised to see the SNS, the Twitter. Yeah. So again, congratulations, Tom.
Thank you.
So that's why I said my opening. So today's guest is Kyoko-chan's husband. So now you are husband.
Yeah.
Right?
We could have done it the previous time I wanted to do it. It would still be.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yes, yeah. That's right. So previous one was friend. No, boyfriend. And now, husband.
Oh god.
That's a big change, isn't it?
That's true.
Yeah. So, Tom, congratulations.
Thank you.
Next topic is about Japan.
Okay.
Okay. So you've been in Japan before, right?
Yes.
And what Japanese culture most interesting for you?
What I was interested in.
Yeah.
It's difficult because it has developed over time, you know?
Yeah, okay.
Really, in the beginning, my first steps into the Japanese language was through anime.
Oh.
Let's be honest, I watched a lot.
Anime, yeah.
What did I look? Like Hakane no Renkin Shitsushi? Full Metal Alchemist? Hakane no Renkin Shitsushi?
So.
Yeah. I think that's my favorite.
Okay.
I watched that, the first half in German, and then there was just no dub anymore, so I had to watch it in Japanese, and that's how I got my first contact with the language.
Wow.
And I was able to remember like really, really basic words. Konnichiwa, ohayo.
I see. So greeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And I have time, let's just look into it a little bit, it's just for fun. Learned hiragana, katakana on my own. I mean, it's not that difficult.
Yeah, Kanji is the most difficult for you, I think. Yeah.
I was done with my high school. As a present from my parents, I got a 6 weeks language course in Tokyo. But at that point, my interest already changed a little bit because for our, how was that? 卒業試験.
Okay. So,
I would say like final exam or final exam.
Yeah, final examination of the university.
No, Kyoko, high school.
High school, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's right. We have 3 written exams and 1 presentation.
Okay.
And my presentation I did in history classes.
History classes, okay.
I always like history.
Okay.
I mean, it's not officially called a revolution. It's called a restoration, a Meiji restoration, Meiji-shin. And I started reading into it and got really interested in the topic. And from there I started to read more and more about Japanese history.
So okay.
Then I also got slowly in touch into the different kinds of religion, for example, in Japan. For example, mainly Shinto and Buddhism, which... I mean, from an outsider's perspective, we always talk about Shintoism and Buddhism as something separated. But if you go to Japan and visit a temple, there's always a small Shinto shrine somewhere in there. And if you visit a shrine, there's always a small Buddhist temple or offering in there.
Right.
So it's not really 2 different religions, but more like they fuse together a little bit and are coexisting.
Yeah.
If you look at it from our perspective, okay, there's Shintoism, there's Buddhism, and
you're
either that or that. You know? But in Japan, like, okay, you marry in a Shinto shrine, but if you die, you go to a temple, for example.
I see. Okay.
So it's both parts are embraced, but if you then talk to a Japanese person, like, hey, okay, what kind of religion are you following? None.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
So it was kind of difficult to understand it.
I see.
But that's really interesting, at least from my perspective, because in the Western world, we grow up like, okay, you're either Christian or Muslim or Jewish or whatever else you want to be. So if you look at our history, it's always okay, it's Christianity against other Christianity, Christianity against Muslim and so on.
Yeah.
So normally you would expect if there are 2 different religions that they're just gonna fight each other. But in Japan, they're just accepting and
nothing.
That's really interesting.
So Tom, that's good to know you like Japanese history.
History quiz?
Yeah. No more. Thank you very much, Tom.
Japan, I think there are a lot of private universities and state-owned universities. You always kind of have to imagine that the private ones are a little bit better from the level higher, kind of thing.